Alrighty, it's that time again. Yes, that time again. And we're going to be doing some stuff. Today we're going to be removing some supports of the cast-in-play desert bone terrain that we ended up looking at. Yeah, that we printed and came out pretty good, except it's small. You think terrain, you think huge. But this is for 32 millimeters, and we'll have we'll get a couple of figures over there, and we'll take a look at that. My name is Steve. I'm the retired hobby tech guy, American expat here in Korea, and part of the stuff that I do over here is printing stuff and painting stuff and making stuff on Tinkercad and making videos on being retired over here in Korea and learning stuff that people send me. So yeah, it's kind of fun. What we're going to end up doing is let's just jump over to the table and we'll just get to removing some supports and taking a look at these models. We'll just give it a shot, and no real rhyme or reason. We'll just go ahead and yeah, let's just go ahead and pop over there. So here we go. Boom. Let me grab a couple of models for reference, and we'll grab that one because that one looks cool. And we'll do a red one. So that looks good. We'll get our little drink on. And we shall have a seat. And with that, I'm going to turn on my tablet so that way if I get any comments or questions, I can turn that on. And let's see what we got going on. Okay, I think we're here. Now this lighting is not like the best in the world because my face and the camera here, I mean, it looks like a 1970s type of deal. So we might have to make a few, I moved the camera and to try to get the same lighting and everything that I had over there, it's just not going to work. So anyway, here is a couple of figures that I ended up doing. So we could probably do it on this camera. Probably be better. And yeah, so this is a little Warhammer-esque guy that we ended up getting, and we painted this guy up, did a base and all that stuff. I think I got these off of Colts 3D. And then this is an actual Warhammer. And these are one of the first models that I ended up printing. And that came out pretty good. See if we can get it to focus a little bit. So we did that. So we've got our guys here. So, you know, if we kind of throw them in here, we can see that we've got various types of, you know, terrain features and so on and so forth. So this could basically spice up any tabletop game that you have. And the other thing you could end up doing, just like me, if you just do these for the love of painting and having something to do, you can make some terrain features and spruce up your display. So yeah, we can do that. Or you could just make it for whatever reason that you want. So what we're going to end up doing, we had some issues. Because a lot of this was quite the interesting thing here. So, I mean, you look at the detail on this, and yeah, that is kind of crazy. So a lot of thin pieces. We did organic as a support system, which we had some problems. But like this one here is broke. So we're going to go ahead and we'll fix this guy up. And the way that we're going to fix him up is with this stuff, Green Stuff World. It's UV resin, it's clear, and then we have a UV light pen, and I think I got this off of Amazon. Takes a couple of AAA batteries, and what this will do is it's a kind of a liquidy type of thing, and this is pretty good because it just comes out liquidy. Because it's a liquid. I'll just make sure that it gets in there. And, oops. Wipe that on my pants. Shh, don't tell the wife. And then we'll put some on this side. just a little bit. I'll kind of spread that out so it'll kind of blend in there a little bit. We're probably going to go through and we'll probably paint these. I'm thinking painting all of these with a tan color, and then what we'll end up doing is coming back with like skeleton bone and paint the bones and, you know, do some stuff like that. So now that we've got this in place, then all we do is put our UV light pen, and the UV light is going to cure the resin. So yeah, it works really, really well. So if you have real small pieces that, you know, are delicate things that fell off or that you broke off, in my case, because I wasn't paying attention, you can use this UV resin and a UV light pen, and you can basically do your picture models. And it has become a pretty valuable tool. So there, boom, we run it for a minute or so. And again, it's battery powered, so your mileage will vary on this stuff. But overall, if we start seeing how you can see the light on there, and it works out pretty good. So it'll kind of haze up on you once it starts curing. And yeah, it turns out pretty good. So it goes into a hardened state. And next thing you know, we are good. And yeah, boom, boom, boom. We can see how solid that is. So the good thing about that is we can take some of this stuff in. Again, if there's a little bit of damage, we can do some damage control and do that. Here is another piece. Let's go over the pieces that came out good. And we can see that we've got this here. I really wish I had a monitor so I could try to gauge where I should be holding everything. Now this is made with matte PLA Polymaker at 0.2 layer height, and so that turned out good. So we'll throw the good ones over here, and then just over here in a pile. And then we had something like this. So we got some bones, we got some ribs. That turned out really nice. Just a tiny bit of stringing, but that'll look really good. Imagine painting this like a tan or a khaki, and then going back and doing the bones, and then throwing some wash on the bones so that you get some little bit of colors, or maybe even paint it. And yeah, I think that would turn out really, really nice. So there's that one. This one had a couple of supports, but we didn't break anything. So yeah, that ended up looking pretty good. Kind of a little elephant type of skeleton, whatever. Here is one, just a rock formation, and with the rock formation, what we end up with is a couple of some steer skulls. We got a little bit of a spine there. And I got a phone call. That is the wife. Hey, what's up, sweetie?
Hey, we're done.
Good.
I was wondering if you could come over and
Pick you up?
yeah, and then drop Tina off, and
Okay.
can you do that?
I can, certainly. Let me finish up and give me a few minutes and then I'll head out there.
All right, thank you so much.
All right, see you in a bit.
Yep.
Love you. Bye. Okay, change of plans. We're calling this early. The wife needs picked up. The wife and the daughter went and did a mani-pedi or whatever and did some stuff. I thought it was going to be a little bit longer, but apparently they're done now and they want to ride. So we're going to have to postpone this until a little bit because it's the wife. So let's go ahead and we'll go back. I apologize for that, but you gotta have Got to have your priorities. Got to have the priorities. So what we'll end up doing is we'll come back to that a little bit later after I pick them up, and we'll see what happens. I'm not sure if we're going to go out to dinner or something like that. But yeah, that's what we got going on. Let me see if I can. Just want to try to adjust this a little bit so it looks. I think that looks good. Okay. So anyway, that's what we got going on. So there'll be a part 2, obviously. I got to go pick up the wife and the daughter and from their little appointment thing. And then maybe later on tonight, we'll come back and we'll get to the support removal and we'll continue on with part 2. And then, yeah, tomorrow morning, we'll probably do another video where we end up painting some of the 2 of the miniatures, the 32 millimeter miniatures that we printed on the K2 Plus. Yeah, we did that. It was a thing and it worked. So we've got some plans for that in the future. I did order a 0.2 and a 0.25 nozzle for the K2 Plus, so that way we can get some even better results. So yeah, we'll look at doing some more miniatures on the K2 Plus, which has a 350 by 350 by 350 build area, which is huge compared to a 32 millimeter figure. So yeah. Okay, again, I apologize for that, but it is what it is. We're going to go to the outro page, the obligatory outro that we end up having, and there's my email address. If you want to send me an email, say hi or anything, tips, tricks, suggestions, video links to make me better at 3D printing and painting and resin and whatever else. I'm retired in Korea. Please do that. Or if you just want to say hi, I always answer my emails, and I like having conversations. Over here, we have some people that bought me coffee, but the very best thing that you could end up doing is liking and subscribing to the channel. That would be the absolute best thing that would help me out, and I would appreciate it. Okay, sorry for the short video, only 12 minutes, just shy of 13, and we will come back, and the next one will be longer. I pretty much guarantee the next one will be longer. All right, we'll see you on the next one. Peace.